Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and for today we are taking a look at Transformers Legacy Dragstrip. And as you see, we have Dragstrip here in his Formula 1 dragster racing car, and it looks pretty accurate to the G1 cartoon. Obviously it's not a one-for-one accurate vehicle mode, but it is surely a lot better than the Combiner Wars one, as the sense of it has the 6 wheels and looks more like the actual car it's supposed to be. And yeah, I've taken a look here. Let me get him closer up real quick. He does have the nice red striping all along on him. Looks very nice. You have the, I think that's a dark yellow, I'm not too sure, on the hood right here and on the front. And then we have the nice Lego style kind of engine block right there. His head is hollow, but that is reminiscent of a driver's seat. Overall, very good looking car. Very good looking car. As you see, there's no resemblance of an arm, because obviously he just slaps it onto Minosaur like this, right? So they really were able to pull off a very sleek looking car here. Alright, and then taking a quick look at his accessories, he doesn't come with any clear accessories, unlike the other two Legacy figures I reviewed. But he does come with his two G1 blasters. They're both the same gun. Focus in on that real quick. So they're both the same gun, done in a very nice metallic purple, and then black, obviously. Put that down. They're not blast effect compatible. However, they can be blast effect compatible. You just kind of have to force it on slightly on it like that, but it can still be quote unquote blast effect compatible. And then storage on him for it. Obviously, you see the two pegs right here, like each gun, and like so. And then, yeah, you got the weapon storage, and it's pretty good weapon storage as well. And yeah, let's take a look at some size comparisons in alt mode. Alright, starting off, alt mode comparisons. Here he is next to his wave mate Skids. Both very good Season 2 characters, looking really good next to each other. There you go. Here he is next to Combiner Wild Rider, for a size comparison of older style Combiner. Here he is next to his old figure, Combiner Dragstrip. And as you can see there, total difference in style of car. One has more of the toy yellow with the purple or maroon and the 4-wheel dragster car, while the new one is going more for a tune accurate with the 6 wheels and the nice 2 shading yellow. Alright, who he is next to Earthrise Optimus Prime for a comparison. Good, very good. Here he is next to Kingdom's Sideswipe. Again, slightly bigger than a normal car bot, because he is a dragster car. And here he is next to, put on the other side, Fireflight, CW Fireflight. And yeah, it looks really good. I really hope they don't do this the aerial bots super soon, just because I prefer the Combiner Wars one a lot, and they need to really redo Minosaur and Bruticus first. So they're getting Minosaur out of the way, and I hope Bruticus is next. And yeah, I think that's it for alt mode comparisons. Let's go into the arm mode. Alright, and here he is in arm mode. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the arm. He obviously splits in two, because he does go on Minosaur's arm, like just slapped on, but I think it's magnetized, because we do have this magnet right here. Right, so it's probably going to be a very sturdy connection, but yeah, you just, I want two pieces, right, so it's not that difficult to get out and on. You just push, you have to have like something thin to push it out, for example, tweezers or something, and you just kind of pull, and then down. And then it will come out. It's pretty difficult, just because you have to put some pressure on it and just pop it out. That's pretty much for the arm. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Toon arm or the Toon Minosaur design in general. I really do like the stylization of the Fans Project one and or the Combiner Wars one, even though it has its problems with the upgrade kit. I think it's perfectly fine. But for those who really didn't like the Combiner Wars one and really want the G1, the Legacy set will be very good for that. Alright, and let's get to some transformation. And here we have Dragstrip in robot mode. As you can tell, he looks very good. Again, not 100% to the G1 show, but again, has some stylization to him that kind of makes me like him, because I'm all for stylization in G1 figures. I'm not 100% loving the tune stuff, so when they add stylized stuff to it, I really do like it. Like, example, older Chug figures, like classics and stuff like that. And just taking a look at his paint details real quick, we can see very nice silver face. Very nice. I love the wheels hanging off. I love the shoulder kibble. I really dig that. Here he is with the grill. The only thing that really bothers me on this figure are the way the legs look. They look super backwards, even though that's the back of the leg. I don't know, it looks, especially with the two holes here for the combined mode, it really bothers me, but it's the articulation still. It's just looks a bit off compared to the rest of the robot mode. And let's get into some articulation. Alright, articulation. His head is on a swivel, or it's on a ball joint, or some joint like that. And it can move all the way around, just gotta work around the shoulders. So it can do a full 360. These are on a ball joint for some reason. I don't know why they weren't just on a mushroom pig swivel. Arms can move all the way around. Ooh. Gotta, again, move the shoulders. Go. Arms move all the way up, forward, and not so all the way back, just because, again, the shoulder kibble. He can put his arm all the way out. A 490-degree elbow at the joint right there. He does have a upper arm swivel, which is very cool. He has no wrist swivel, sadly. He has a full waist articulation, again, because of the combined mode. Alright, his leg can move all the way up, forward, all the way back. He has a knee joint, good a 90-degree bend, and yeah, and he has very, very good ankle rockers. Alright, let's get him weaponized real quick. Okay, you can just put the guns in his hand and go pew pew. There you go. And yeah, so yeah, let's move on to some robot mode comparisons. There are a lot of comparisons, so if you do want to skip just to Stunticons, it'll be at the very end. Alright, so we are going to start comparisons off with the leaders. So here he is next to Earthrise Optimus Prime. Ooh, get that up going. There we go. Alright, here he is next to Siege Megatron, the cel-shaded version. Oh, 1 second. Fix his feet. There you go. Again, looks very good next to each other. Love the cel shading though on that Megatron, and fits very well for the G1 aesthetic. There you go. He is next to his wave mate, Skids. Alright, here he is next to his other wave mate, Kickback. Again, very good looking figures. Really happy how Legacy's turning out. I'm not going to go all into Legacy, but the figures I am getting, I cannot wait for. Here he is next to a Carbot. So here he is next to Autobot Sideswipe from Kingdom. Alright. He is next to a Kingdom figure, a Beast Wars figure, Sandstorm, just for comparisons to the Beast. Set it down real quick. There you go. Alright. And before we move to the full-on Stunticon comparison, here he is next to Firefight. Again, looks really good. Obviously, there's design details that are completely different. Like one obviously has the Combiner Wars peg in his chest, one doesn't. So if you don't have CW Minosaur, but you do have the Superion, I say this works very well, especially if you have the Unite Warriors version. Personally, I'm just going to have 2 sets of Stunticons, one for the Season 2 and then one for my Season 3, which will be the Legacy, so they really don't have to be compared with the Superion. And yeah, there you go. And I think that's it for the normal comparisons. We're going to move on to the special comparison with all the Stunticons. And yeah. And here is Legacy Dragstrip with the Combiner Wars Stunticons. And yeah, clearly he is different looking, right? They're going for different aesthetics, different colors, different styles. As you can see, he's a bit shorter than Breakdown in the Wire mold, and obviously the Combiner Wars is a bit bigger. As you can see here, let me move him out of the way real quick. Alright. There's the 2 drag strips together. Let me zoom in real quick right there. And personally, I do still love the Combiner Wars drag strip. I just never liked his head, and the Takara one also didn't fix his head as much. But everything else I love about the figure, and I do love the Legacy one as well. And I originally wasn't gonna get the Legacy Stunticons, but I figured since I'm getting Motormaster, Dead End, and Breakdown, since I really love those characters, I might as well get the Dragstrip and Wire Rider, and may as well just have a complete different set. But like I said before, I really do think you should pick Dragstrip up and go with the aerial bots very well. And yeah, personally, again, I'm not a fan of the tune design for the combined mode, so I'm obviously keeping the Combiner Wars one with the upgrade kit with my Superion on the shelf. But for the robot modes, I really do think Legacy will knock them out of the park, especially with the Motormaster and Breakdown. I really think they're going to knock them out with that and look as good as Dragstrip and fit very well with either your Season 2 cast or like what I'm doing with my Season 3 cast. And yeah, we're going to move on to some final thoughts. I just wanted to show you the full group shot with the Dragstrip with all the other Stunticons. And yeah, we're going to move on to some final thoughts. Alright, and for some final thoughts, again, as I said before, I really recommend picking him up. He's not my personal favorite out of the entire wave of the first wave of Legacy, but I think he is a pretty good figure, and so far Legacy is doing great. I do have Bulkhead on pre-order, and Laser Prime hopefully coming soon. And then yeah, make sure to check out the links in the description. We just recorded a new episode of the Golden Disc podcast. It should be up sometime this next week. I've been a little behind on schedule recently. If you want to see professional style kind of photos with my new backdrops, check out my Twitter, Instagram. Again, link in the description. I didn't do a comparison with the Minosaur, so there will be photos of Minosaur with this Dragstrip at the very end of this video, with the other photos I've taken as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you all for supporting the channel, and it really helps out a lot, especially on Twitter. Thank you for 350 followers. I'm surprised that many people like my photos, and I don't know, I feel welcome, and thank you guys. And so yeah, about that probably wraps it all up. Again, don't forget to check out the links in the bio. Don't forget to join the servers that I put down in the bio as well. And yeah, with that, have a good day, guys.